Give me 1 second, guys, and I'll get the light working. Please stay there. Please stay there. Hey, Rich, how's it going, man? It is really dark out here, so I'm going to do the absolute best that I can for lighting, but I'll be real and say that I don't have shit for lighting out here, guys. As soon as I turned this stream on, it got real dark. What's up, Rick? How's it going, buddy? So how are you guys tonight? It's actually just me, Rich. For the moment, Sarah might be along in the live chat here in a little bit. I'm out camping tonight, boys. That's what we're doing. Hey, 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 Faye. Sarah kicked me out to the doghouse. No, I'm actually not even on the homestead. I'm doing very good tonight, guys. It is, it's a little cold, but it's not too bad. I'm trying to find my other light, so just bear with me a second. And I'm trying to get my fire going as best that I can. That's a little bit better, huh? I totally messed up, and I left my my phone mount for my tripod at home because I'm not used to. We're going to start doing something new on the channel, and I'm going to start going live every time I go out as long as I have the signal to do it, at least for an hour, just to bring you guys on the adventure. And I totally forgot my phone mount because it's not part of the kit that I'm used to carrying. So I have you guys kind of sitting on my tripod and hoping it doesn't fall off. Hey Jefferson, how are you doing, my man? I'm trying to get my fire going a little bit better here for you guys. I had some issues when I first came out here, and I'm not exactly all prepared. I mean, I could sit here and just work with this. But I want a little bit bigger of a fire because it is fairly cold. Hey, Greg. How is everybody doing this evening? Huh? I am out in the middle of the woods, and I have a total of 7 pieces of gear with me, maybe 8. I guess it kind of depends on perspective. I count my med kit as part of my kit. Others don't because it's something that I have to carry that not everybody does, and it's a necessity, and I'm like, well, it's a necessity. It's part of my kit. Where am I camping at tonight? I am actually in the middle of a state park, probably 8 miles, 5 miles outside of the closest city. Deer Creek State Park. Hey, Swarmstead. I don't really think I've seen you here before. Did Courtney come in here and I miss her? Hi, Courtney. How is everybody doing this evening? So yeah, I'm out here tonight, guys, with a Ranger roll for a sleep system and shelter. I have no shelter tonight except for my sleep system. And then I've got my water filter, my cook cup. I brought my Mora out tonight, my fire kit, my first aid kit, my med kit. And then I brought a little bit of lighting so that we could do this. There's Courtney. Hey, Huntsman, how's it going, brother? I'm doing fairly well tonight. How is everybody else? I've been excited to be out here, guys. I've been having a great time. And I got out here late. I only had maybe 2 hours of daylight to mess around. I'm kind of, Wolf's Den, I'm kind of roughing it. Oh, PA Swarm King. Okay, I get it now. How you doing, man? I started getting notifications for Swarmstead the other day, like dropping videos. I'm like, who is this and how did I end up subscribed to him? And I just had not had the time to pull up any videos. Wolfie in the woods. In the woods with Wolfie. I'm sorry, man. How's it going tonight? Okay, so Rick, what I'm doing tonight is I was watching a video. I watch Real Big Monkey a lot. His channel, like doing survival gear reviews and things like that. But it's a lot of DIY stuff. And he did this one video a while ago, and he called it the Ranger Taco. And what it is it's a poncho folded in half. Okay, you lay your poncho out, you lay your emergency grabber blanket, like one of the heavy duty ones out, and then you lay out a whoopee, or a poncho liner for you guys who don't call it a whoopee. Fold those in half, button your poncho together. It helps to tie your whoopee into like a sleeping bag, but it's supposed to get you down to freezing, and it's supposed to be 28 degrees tonight. So I figured we would test it, because what the hell else am I going to do except for go off into the woods and freeze my ass off on the only night of the week that my wife has off of work? But hey, we're going to do it, right? Yeah, Rich, exactly. I have like the bare minimum basics tonight just to get me by. But it is working. I am doing okay, guys. I'm kind of working on this fire, but as soon as I got the stream going, I'm afraid to touch my phone because I don't want it to fall off of the stand. Ah, and I knocked it off. Yeah, so taco, it's really called the Ranger roll, I think is what it's called, but he called it a taco, and hey, why not? I thought it was funny. Burrito would be more appropriate because it is soft-shelled. Go with stromboli. If this works and ends up being a viable system that I can use, I'm going to just call it the HPO Cripple roll. I like that. I'm going to call it the HPO Cripple roll if it works. That's awesome, right? Oh, let's get this fire going. The only thing is I got my camera light right in my face, so I got to use my other light just so I can see what the hell I'm doing. Because I can't, it's so dark out here tonight, guys. Can you hear the train? So unfortunately we can't do like an 8-hour stream. Cannoli. Burrito sounds way better. I like the sound of burrito too. We can't do like an 8-hour stream, but we can hang out until everybody's done with it. And then yeah. I've actually only been hearing maybe one train every half hour. It's not been too bad. I'm maybe a mile away from train tracks. Corn dogs. Corn dog would be great. I'm gonna make the egg roll. All China gear. All China gear. Ceramic body armor plates that can't even stop a 223 round. Hey Troy, I didn't even see you come in. I just see everybody else commenting, hey Troy. So hey bud, how's it going, man? I'm sorry I missed you. There's my wife. Hi babe. Can you guys see my breath too? No. Oh, whatever Huntsman just did, I can't see it in my little chat window. And Courtney came. Alright, come on little fire. Let's get going here, man. Part of my issue for the fire, in all seriousness, is because all the wood that's laying down on the ground, I brought no saw, I brought no axe. All I brought for a cutting tool tonight was my Mora Companion. What's my plans to spend time after I shut the stream down, Rich? I'll probably sit here and smoke my pipe and relax by the fire. I am gonna like crawl up into this and try to get some sleep tonight, and we're gonna test it and see how viable this HPO cripple roll is. Oh, that I did change it too a little bit, guys. I put an air mattress inside of mine. I don't think he put an air mattress inside of his. Like my Rhino Tough Ultralight. It weighs less than a pound. Oh, no unicorns? You guys had fun adulting today? You guys actually had fun adulting. That's awesome. Let me see if I can... oh, I'm sorry, guys. I know you guys just heard my phone vibrate. Let's see if I can mute that real quick. There we go. All right. In order for me to do this, we have to do a flip. Oh, I hear a really mad coon in the distance. Somebody's getting bullied around. Can you guys hear this? It's like way far away. I don't know if you'll hear that. I don't think you guys will hear that. Hi, okay, there's Faye. Hey, Jake, how's it going, buddy? I'm going to try to get you guys turned around a little bit here so that we can see the fire, or you can see the fire. But in order for me to make this work, we're going to have to do a flip, and I'm going to hope it doesn't freeze my phone. So here we go, okay, guys? Flawless. That worked perfectly. Okay, let's see if I can line you guys up. Oh, I almost fell and dropped you. I am so sorry, guys. I screwed up and I left my... Oh, that's not gonna work. You can barely see the fire. How can I make this better? I didn't bring my phone mount. Oh, we need more snackables in the house. I brought plenty of snacks with me in case I can't sleep tonight. That's one thing I will be doing to pass time if I end up not being able to sleep is eat. But I rarely have a hard time sleeping when I'm doing things like this. It's fine. Let's see if I can... You guys might fall again. I'll at least get more of me since I can't show you the fire as much as I wanted. Just watch the fireflies. Improvise bushcraft it. What, Sarah? You know, that's a good idea. How's my firewood situation? My firewood situation is good. I've got a bunch of... Here, can I show you guys this? This stuff is going to burn up so fast, so I got a huge stack of logs. Can you guys see those back here? And then I've got probably 3 trees that were leaning over on something else, and I just pulled them over. Hi, Rebecca. How are you doing? tie it to a tripod with cord. I didn't know how much I'd have to manipulate my screen, Greg. I did try to think of alternatives, like, can I lash this thing up somewhere? No, because if I need to manipulate my screen, that's not going to work out for me. I'll just have to remember for next time to start including it into my kit. Maybe what we'll do, here, we'll try this, okay, guys? Just bear with me a second. Steve, I have no way to cut the big ones if I wanted to. And I don't usually process firewood. And I actually found, like, I came more to terms with being okay with not... Oh, hey, JV. Hey, Tristan. What's going on, guys? I think we actually got a pretty good angle because you guys can just see the top of the fire. Okay, so I became more okay with not processing firewood or for my videos. Not processing firewood for my videos when I saw Coal Cracker do a video on not processing firewood and being a lazy camper and enjoying your time in the woods. And there's nothing wrong with dragging trees into your fire, like long pieces, as long as you're safe about it. They will only burn so far. It's not like the whole log is going to take off and catch on fire. You know what I mean? So I'll run my logs every which way and just feed them in. And that's, once I get a decent coal bed, that's what I'll do tonight. I am going to have a really nice fire going tonight because it's going to be below freezing. I need to make sure, like, I put myself in a survival situation tonight, guys, for real, okay? Like, I have food, I have water, I'm 25 yards away from a lake, I've got plenty of firewood to get me through the night, I've got my fire, but all I have for shelter and for warmth, really, is my Ranger roll here. That's it, guys. I don't have a whole setup like a tarp behind me. Here, we'll try. Like, look, there's all black behind me. There's nothing. There's no tarp back there. And this is my tripod. Okay? Like, this is as transparent as I can be tonight, everybody. What's up, Caribou? Hello, Irene. Hi, Heath. I'm sorry, guys. The chat's rolling by so fast. I am having a hard time keeping up. Okay, so, and I have a disability. So if I get cold, my knees and my hips quit working. That's what I was trying to get to. My knees and my legs quit working if I get cold. So if this sleep system doesn't work, I've got to be able to get over here to the fire, which is only 5 feet away. But I will not say that I have no true shelter, because the way that this Ranger roll is set up is kind of like a bivy bag. But I have no tarp above me. I have treetops and open sky. How many, okay guys, I'm going to actually have to ask, how many people do I have in here right now? Because it's not showing. This chat is rolling by. It is awesome. Thanks for everybody coming in. Like, this is awesome, guys. I've been having a great time out here tonight, and bringing all my friends was the next best thing. And yeah, like Steve was saying, more people need to know shelter overnighters. Like, you kind of gave me the inspiration for this a little bit, man. And then last night when you were talking about, I'm going to walk off into nowhere and I'm just going to stream where I end up, or like your waypoint kind of deal. And I'm like, well, shit, because my whole plan was to walk out as far as I could tonight, until I thought like I was within the bare minimum of having light left to get everything set up, and that's where I stopped. Jay and the Sticks, how's it going, brother? Ah, fuck how many people are in here right now. I don't care. I'll just try to catch the names coming in. Oh. But I found some really old beaver chew tonight. I found a couple deer scrapes. I found a shitload of mushrooms growing, like none edible that I'm aware of. But I found a bunch of mushrooms growing. I actually trusted my mother to drive my car. So I can't even get back to my car if shit goes wrong tonight, guys. I gotta hope that my mom or Mark answer their phone and that I can get back to the road. Because I didn't want to leave my car sitting on the side of the road. I had my mom drive me down the road through this state park, and I said, okay, pull over here. And I jumped out and I walked into the woods. And I didn't want to leave the Envoy sitting there, so I had my mom drive it back to her house. Dude, this is one of the best little times I've had in a while. So, yeah, I am enjoying myself. Sarah asked me if I was enjoying myself before I left. Oh, shit. My light's giving me issues. I tried to move you. I'm sorry. I need to upgrade my lighting, guys. I had one or two ideas when I left the house today, and that was either I was going to walk down a empty lake and walk as far as I could and stop when I had like just barely sufficient light left to set things up, or I was going to walk off into a pine forest, and I walked off into a pine forest. And it's been really cool. Like, there is so much storm damage. Wait till you guys see the video. Like, there is so much damage in here. It is awesome. Okay, Rich, I was thinking about this. I see your comment there, like you quit going out when it's below, what was that? You don't camp in cold weather anymore. So I had a thought about that, okay? The entire reason for me going out and torturing myself and doing these little, like cold weather camps, you know, I do want to see what my body can tolerate. I want to see what my gear can tolerate. But let's look at this from a scientific perspective, okay? Because I don't think there's anybody else out there with a spinal cord injury like mine, or even similar. And I'm not trying to downgrade anybody else's issues by any means whatsoever. But there's not too many people out here doing minimal gear things like I am to see what the absolute limits are before shit starts to go wrong. See, and that's another point though, Rich, too, is you still get out, man. You don't give up on it. And that's what people need to do, you know? Everybody wants to just give up on it. I do have my coffee with me tonight. Although I didn't have any whiskey tonight. I don't have my whiskey. I brought my pipe though. There's nothing wrong with having to have an emergency rescue. What I see wrong is when you don't have the common sense to say, okay, enough is enough. I need to pull out of this. I am tough, Irene. I'm not even gonna be modest about that one. I am not your average person. Even if there was, if I didn't have the physical issues with me, there is not the There's not, I don't have weakness like that. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that, babe. I always forget about that. Sarah, yeah, guys, Sarah has had to save me before. The only water that was available was out of a tap up by in Wildcat Hollow. I went to try to do a 15-mile hike at Wildcat Hollow 5 years ago. You guys can hear the train? I'm about a mile away from the train. I have my whiskey, but someone drank it. I actually had to wait. No, babe, it wasn't a 2-hour drive because Wildcat Hollow is like 3.5 hours from us. So, okay, guys, let's talk about the Wildcat Hollow adventure. I was there for more than a day too. Okay, so when I started the Half-Pace Woodsman project on Facebook about 5 years ago, almost 6 now, one of the first things I wanted to do was go on a 15-mile hike because I had this personal battle that I was going to just conquer. Like, there was no way around it. I was doing a hike. And it was, other than running my trap line, it was really my first time adventuring out into the woods. And I waited until, I think it was July. I tried to do this in July. Now, I looked up as much information as I could, and I saw nobody saying anything about creeks running dry or that the water was no good because of mining in the area, that the water had high lead. And at that time, all I had was a Sawyer filter. So I went and I'm like, okay, I was there for 2 days because I ended up camping with that homeless guy for 2 days, remember? There was a homeless guy at the trailhead, and I ended up camping with him and his dog. Me and Stunt ended up camping with him and his little dog for 2 days. So anyways, I hiked like 5 miles the first day, and I had, I think, close to 5 liters of water on me. Because on my map, that's what I was going to, like, need water about the time that I would have run out of it. I was going to be finding a water source. And I had the dog to worry about. So I actually had the dog carrying most of the water weight. No, I was there with that homeless guy for 2 days. So I hiked 5 miles out. I set up camp. I stayed there for a night. I'm up the next morning. I start heading down the trail, and there's a parking lot off of a little trail coming in. Or no, it wasn't a parking lot. There's like a road, and there was 2 vehicles parked on the side, like each side, and one of them was a ranger's truck, and the ranger was walking down the trail. So I asked him if he was busy. This was my first time out here. I just wanted to get some information from a ranger's perspective. Like, hey, what kind of conditions am I looking at in somebody in my condition farther up the trail? Like, not with any doubt. Like, I had no doubts. I was going to do it. It didn't matter. And he said, well, you know, how fast can you walk and how much water do you have? And it's July, so it's like 90 degrees through the day. And I'm like, well, at this point, I got 1.5 liters of water left. And he said, well, it's about another 7 miles before you can get to water. And I can manage about 5 miles a day, guys. I'll be totally honest. That's why I went with half pace. I walk at half the pace of everybody else. So, he's like, it's about 7 miles until you run into water next. So I went back to my I was still camped. I was just walking down the trail at that time because it was still early morning. So I went back to camp, started packing things up, and I made the executive decision to pack up and head back down to the trailhead. Now, the way it was supposed to work is my brother-in-law took me down, dropped me off. I hiked off into the woods. I was going to text or call my wife, and she was going to come get me. Well, I got to the trailhead, and I realized I had shit for service at the trailhead, so I had to climb back up out of the Wildcat Hollow Valley, which is like 1.5 miles. So I had to climb that 1.5 miles back up out of the valley to get service, to text her. And I think she ended up trying to get a hold of my mom. Mom said she would come down, and I went back down to camp. And I waited all night, and nobody showed up. So the next day, I climbed back up out of the valley. I got a hold of Sarah. And she said, I can't come today, but I can come tomorrow as soon as I get out of work. And I said, okay, we'll go with that. Now, this whole time, I ended up camping at the trailhead with this homeless guy. And yeah, he had a little S10. He had this little white rusted out S10. And when we found you, he was driving me out of the valley so that I could try to call you to make sure you were on your way the right way in. And me and Stunt were riding in the back of his truck. Oh, guys, that was a hell of an adventure. That was like my first time really going out to try to do an adventure, and I ended up like... all I remember is there was some reason that Mom couldn't make it to come down there and get me, but I ended up being stuck at the trailhead for like 2 days. I was gone for a total of 3. I was supposed to be gone for almost 7 days. It was fun. It was a good time. It was a great time. How's it going, Backwoods Barbarian? How you doing, Daniel? We are hanging out. I am in the middle of a state park, just dropped off on the side of the road. Walked in. No shelter overnighter, buddy. This is what separates the boys from the men. The camp out, not what I'm drinking, because this is just coffee. It was stressful. Like, I had to ration water because I found out, like, that's when the ranger told me, the water's tainted in the creek, so if you don't have a filter capable of taking care of that, then you've got an issue. It was stressful, but it was, yeah, Courtney, you have a great point there. It was a great time. I think that was the first time I ever actually used a pack dog. Embrace the chaos. There's a hashtag. Alright, where did since I got a light in my face and I can't see a damn thing. We are having a blast, dude. It is awesome out here tonight. I can't find my headlamp, guys. Ah, there it is. I need my headlamp because I don't just want to start yanking on logs and end up having a huge issue. Alright, I gotta get this filming light out of my way for a second, guys. You're just going to see the fire for a minute. Busy rail line. It is. Here comes another one. Oh, yeah, that's another thing. I'm out here playing in the woods, and my wife and... Or no, it's just at the mother-in-law's house, or do you guys not have power too now? Do you guys have power too? Jump the train and take us with you? I have train line stories, but we'll tell those another time. Okay, just your mom's then. I have train line stories, but we'll tell those another time, guys. Made me start freaking out for a second. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. Like, I'm literally dragging trees onto the fire tonight because I have no way to really process wood. And yeah, I'm just being lazy. So lazy I didn't even set up shelter. I see that. All right. Now, can I get this back in order so that we can see me? Ah. Come on. Sit still, damn it. What happened? Did I move the stick you were leaning against? That is not any good. I do got my mind set on tonight. I don't want my light like blasting up into the trees. Hey, Backwoods, that's cool. Have fun, man. Go have a ball. All right, babe. Have a good night. I love you. I will see you tomorrow. All right. I want to get my pipe packed up. Love to get violent over Yahtzee. Yahtzee is a good one to get violent to. So we still got Frontier, we got JV. I'm not going to cut myself. I don't think I really need my knife tonight. I'm trying to find a stick so that I can clean my pipe out and pack one up. Like my meerschaum pipe, guys. Love you too, Backwoods. We love everybody. Damn it. This light screws me up so bad. I can usually see in the dark, but when you got an LED thing blasting you right in the face just so your chat can see you, it's kind of hard to see in the dark. Ah, that'll work. Oh, that's really bright, huh? Okay, I know that I got a few pipe smokers in my chat right now. So I don't really want to get into an aromatic. I want a flavorful tobacco. So throw me some recommendations for a good beginner's tobacco, guys. Because I'm still working on this pack of this Borkum Riff, but I only probably smoke a bowl a night. Maybe every other night. It's a very nice, relaxing endeavor at the end of the day. Captain Black. LED blue, let's throw everything off. Mine are white, I think. I do know that my filming light's supposed to be natural, and that's the one that I'm using tonight. Ask Greg about tobacco. I've actually been watching, I think it's Braun and Brothers or something like that, their channel. They're in my channel section on the channel. And they're like tobacco reviews. I just haven't stepped up and ordered one yet. I think I'm hearing voices. Which, I mean, hey guys, I'm not going to try to play this off like I'm real deep in the woods either. I'm not. I'm probably 150, 200 yards off the road. Maybe a quarter mile. That's not a good stick. I need a dry stick. I might just end up using a match. Greg loves the aromatics. I don't think as a beginner pipe smoker that I'm ready to try the aromatics, because I've heard a lot that if you puff on them too hard that you can get tongue bite and it, like, what's that, burns your tongue or something. What kind of weapon do I have on me tonight? I don't have to worry about wildlife as an issue. People being an issue out here is very rare, and I highly doubt that anybody is gonna I'm in a little grove. Like, I don't think anybody's gonna walk into where I'm at. Like, I think somebody could walk a full circle around me. You'll see in the video. I think somebody could walk a full circle around the spot that I'm in and not really see me too well unless they're right inside of the trees. More than likely, if I'm hearing voices, they're out on the bridge fishing and it's just echoing up the lake. Hey Tom, how's it going, man? All right, Greg. I'll look into that. Virginia number 1. I'll look into that, man. Thank you. Yeah, I don't really have a whole lot of... I'm in a new location, but I'm not in a new park. I've never walked back to where I'm at, and I've never walked into the thickness of the area that I'm in back here. If anybody comes back here, they're deer hunters. And that's kind of why I did no shelter too, because I didn't want deer hunters stumbling up on a shelter if I left one up. Yeah, so how is everybody doing tonight? We can stream for a while. I have nothing else to do, really. You got to pee and need another beer. I could have brought a beer out here tonight. I do have beers at home. I went to go buy a bottle the other day, and I ended up coming home with 12 little ones instead. It's been a long time since I craved a beer. I know that you can order, I've been looking into this. I know that you can order, that's awesome, Tom. He's going to be putting together a gearbox. I know that you can still get traditional Navy plug like the mountain men and trappers used to smoke. And I've thought about getting some and trying that out, because that was what they used to carry. It was more compact and easier to store. Where the hell am I at, Tom? I am in the middle of a state park tonight, sleeping with no shelter in a ranger roll. I have maybe 8 pieces of gear with me tonight. I have 7 or 8 pieces of gear, and that's it. And that's left to perspective. You know, okay, I have a decent enough people in here. All right, Courtney, you guys have a good night. I appreciate the watch time. I'm doing great, Tom. We're having a good time. Just hanging out by the fire, man. That's all. Which I actually need to do something about, because it's getting smaller now. I think my next order of business is to really start dragging bigger logs onto this thing, because I'm just about out of smaller stuff. Irene, I am in Deer Creek State Park tonight in Ohio, around Alliance, Ohio. It's just a little state park. It's not, I'm not in like a huge state park. This place is of less than 1,000 acres, I think. Bear with me, guys. I'm trying to get my fire going a little bit better here. A little bit more on a permanent notion. There we go. That is better. Scott, that's how it is around here too. If I get caught doing this, I'm going to get a ticket or something. Straight up. I'll get it. Like, this is illegal for me to be camping here and doing this, but I'm doing it anyways. I pay for my hunting license, fishing license, trapping license. I pay for my national park permit every year, even though I could get that for free because I'm a disabled citizen. Not that I collect disability, but I could get that for free, and I don't. I pay for it. I support our state parks, our national parks. I don't. All right, let me get my pipe rolling here real quick, guys, and we'll talk about this for a minute, okay? I am a little bit of a rebel. That's okay. I'll admit it and I'll own it. Oh, come on. Why won't my match light? There we go. Okay, so when I'm done with my fires, I'll have to do it with a stick tomorrow. I'll break the ground up where the fire was at, and I'll bury the fire. Okay. So I try to be as no trace as I can. But I look at it this way. This is public use ground. I support our wildlife. I support conservation. I support our law enforcement that takes care of all of it as much as I can. So if I want to come out and spend a night on the land and not wreck the place, I'm gonna do it. You know, it's not like I come out and I tear the ground up. I don't come out and I don't put these elaborate shelters up that is going to be an eyesore if somebody happens across it and doesn't like seeing that thing. That's kind of why I do a lot of tarp camping, guys. That's why we haven't built a shelter yet, because I'm not going to do it. I don't have access to that kind of land except for what's beside the house to be able to do something like that. And I'm hesitant on doing it beside the house because I'd really rather do something like that away. Yeah, I'm not the first to do it. If you get close to the water's edge and start making your way back to the road, there's fire pits all the way along the road. But if park rangers see that, they'll come in and give you a ticket, make you put it out. I'm careful about my fires so they can't run away. I take necessary precautions. And Jefferson, that was exactly a thing too, man. Nobody is going to be out here at this time of night. Well, the hours that I'm going to be here. Nobody's going to be out. So, I'm perfectly fine where I'm at. I'm not hurting anybody. Nobody's hurting me. I'm just doing my own thing, playing in the woods. Normally, I would have brought a fishing pole out and let a fishing pole sit by the shore, so that way I'm technically fishing and I'm not ever camping, but I didn't do that tonight. Yeah, I'd rather not make it. My brother tried to make a meth lab in my mom's bathroom one time. I'd rather just not make one at all. Exactly, Irene, because, you know, everybody sees one person doing it, so they got to come in and do it next. And that's one reason that I try to hide what I do when I'm done doing it, so that nobody's like, oh, well, somebody else camped here, we can do it too. No, you can't. I'm the only one allowed doing this. Nobody else allowed doing this. So yeah, this is our first camp out of 2021 off of the homestead. We have no shelter. We have maybe 8 pieces of gear. It's supposed to get below freezing tonight. And all we have for shelter and a sleep system is a ranger roll or a ranger taco. Yeah, homeless people flock to parks when they're open like that. Well, that was like the homeless guy that I ran into down at Wildcat Hollow, guys. He was staying there for as long as he possibly could because he had nowhere else to go. So in Ohio, in a national park, you can camp in one place for 14 days and then you have to move. So he stayed in one camp for 14 days, packed up 14 days later, and moved to the next campsite over. It's Spent many nights in a Ranger taco. This is going to be my first time. I want to see how cold it can handle and how cold I can handle. Cougars were a big problem for you? Yeah, we have no, our largest predator that'll be coming through here would be a coyote, and they're not going to mess with me. A coon would try to come in and mess with my backpack before a coyote will come in and do anything. And the coon won't come near here because of the fire. It's a nice night out here, though. Not this cold. We'll see. It's only supposed to get down to like 28 degrees tonight, so it's not supposed to be too bad. We'll be good tonight. We'll be all right. If it ends up getting too bad, I've got just a little tiny bit of cordage that I use to tie this thing to my backpack, and I'll put my reflective tarp up and sit here by the fire and stay warm like that all night. I'll keep the fire going, guys. The fire is not going to go out. I've got logs stacked up around here for me to be able to burn. Yeah, Irene? That's pretty interesting. We're just now starting to every now and then see a bear. Rich, I don't understand it either, man. But that's just the laws of man. You can only camp in designated sites in Ohio unless it's a national park. This isn't a national park, it's a state park. That's right, I think I put the pen in there. Speaking of coyotes, I think I just heard one howl. The only thing that sucks about the open sky and the stars is I got a tree canopy above me. I can't really see them through. I can just see like one twinkle every now and then. This is going to be a fun video to edit. That's for sure. This will be a really fun video to edit out. I had like 5 falls coming back here, guys, and I caught every single one of them on camera. I'm usually a fair weather person, but I'm tired of being stuck in the damn house. That's what it was. I needed a change of scenery, so I left. Oh. Probably stream for a little bit longer. But I do need to keep this one fairly short because I need my phone to last through the night, and then so I can call and get my ride out of here in the morning Because, yeah, I don't have my vehicle parked down by the road. I can't walk to my car and get out of here. $60 is warm right now. 60 would be awesome. 50 would be awesome. It was like 49 today. So we had like a 20-degree temp drop. It's been nice. You guys hear the coyotes? That might be somebody's dog. $27 and snowing hard there. Yeah, you're up in Colorado. Alright, I do need to pull this other log over. I think more of those are dogs than coyotes. Bear with me a second, guys. Okay. Trying to keep a somewhat lower fire for now, so that way when I'm about ready to lay down, I can start pumping the fire up. So if I do happen to get cold, I don't have to try to get the fire ripping and roaring. It'll already be a good bed of coals. Exactly. Had to haul water for your chickens. We probably won't be hanging out too much longer. I do have to conserve some power for tonight and tomorrow so that I can get my ride out of here. Yeah, I'm not worried about it at all, guys. Like I said, the worst that'll happen is they'll come back, tell me to leave, tell me I'm not supposed to be here, make me put the fire out. And I'll just have to call my good old mother and be like, hey, bring my envoy and come get me. Because I didn't want to leave it parked by the side of the road where I'm at. It's an awesome little community, Tom. Oh, water was for the cabin. You just had to lock your chickens up. I get it. Okay. Yeah. It's a nice, peaceful night out here, guys. I will tell you that. All these little pine knots like to pop. Good thing I cleared the ground away tonight. I tell you what, guys, I will let you sit here. Can I see the stars? No, they're hidden behind the canopy. They're out tonight, but they're hidden behind the canopy. I'm going to let you guys sit here and listen to this, but I need to go take a leak. Half the pace, twice the steps. Dude, that is so true. That is so true. I never even thought about it that way. Oh, that's funny, dude. Drinking Death Wish? I am drinking Death Wish coffee tonight, but I have the Valhalla blend with me, not their regular one. I like the Valhalla blend a little bit more. I think it's got more flavor to it. Can't do coffee at 1 in the morning. Why the hell not? That's fucked up. I'd be getting coffee. I will be real, guys. I thought I would hear something running around the woods by now. I have not heard a damn thing come running through this little corner of the woods. Which, I mean, that's okay, I guess, but I like listening to the little creatures run around and trying to figure out what they are. Maybe I should put my walking stick up against a tree so that I don't end up burning it through the night, huh? About 2.5 acres between you and the neighbors. That's nice. So, speaking of acreage, I'm trying to make a responsible decision about how much acreage we should ask for. Because I had a very involved conversation with my mom the other day about the camp in Maine. And, like what my involvement with that is going to be, should I choose to be involved. And it's really more or less, should I choose to be involved. But I wanted to know if it was something that was going to end up being passed down through the family, or if it was something that when she passes away and Mark passes away, that it's something that just goes away, you know? And it's going to be something that stays with the family. So I'm trying to make a responsible decision about Well, Tom, I'm glad. Is that because I'm boring you or because it's nice and peaceful? And I'm not going to take offense if you tell me it's because I'm boring you. I would understand. So I'm trying to make a responsible decision about how much acreage we should try to get when we take over the house and our homestead. Because I don't want it to end up being, wow, this thing is like throwing them at me. I thought you'd be happy. I just fed you. I don't want to take so much land that it's going to end up being a headache for me to take care of, or like somewhere down the road I end up having regrets and saying, all right, well, let's sell half of it, because then it's going to be like, well, why did we take it in the first place? You know what I mean? So the camp in Maine is 4 acres, 4 to 4.5 acres. The first live stream that I get Sarah involved in, we are going to be introducing some new homestead ideas to everybody and some changes that are going to be coming to our homestead, like the practice behind it, and what our goals are. Like, we're actually starting to get goals in mind now. So I think our next stream with Sarah, we'll talk about our goals with the homestead and how the camp is going to kind of play into how everything works out. But yeah, we're not trying to be greedy with how much land we take. Hey, Caribou. No, man, I understand. I'm actually not going to be streaming for too much longer because it's been almost an hour and a half now. And this is supposed to be, I am out here making a video, but this is my time. I just figured I'd let you guys come out and hang out with me for a little while. Oh. So yeah, tell Addie everybody here said happy birthday, if you will. Can I get away with shutting this light off? How does this look if we shut the light off? Not too much worse. Just about to take the turkey out of the smoker. There you go. Oh. That's about the only thing I have left to do tonight is make dinner and lay down. I have not made dinner yet, and I did that on purpose because I want to eat and go to bed with a full stomach. Because when you digest food, your body stays warmer. Your body stays warmer while you're digesting food. So, yeah. Survival tip, guys. If you're out camping in the cold weather, eat before you go to bed if you can. Stay warmer through the night. Tom, that's exactly it. That's kind of what I'm trying to do with the property. And it'll be a lot more understandable when we can sit down with Sarah and have the discussion stream about our goals and what we are going to do from here. So, yeah. All right, guys, I am going to go ahead and shut this down now and chill out here and have my me time. And I will catch everybody on the next one. and keep your eye out for the video. This is going to be an awesome video, guys. I'm really excited to see how the night goes. So, thank you to everybody for coming and hanging out tonight. I hope you all have good nights. And I will see you all on the next one. Take care, Jefferson. Take care, Tom. Have a good one, Troy. Have a nice evening, Irene. Take care, Scott.